Santo with Tar Heel Parts. Give us a call at 1-800-322-1957. And basically we're going to be working on a Hyundai Santa Fe 2009. Right? Close? Okay. Of Alyssa's, and we're going to polish out the headlights. This one's in a little bit of rough shape. It's pretty oxidized. We have some roughness going on. So we could sand that off, but I wanted to show you how we could buff it off first, and if you determine it's good enough to, if it looks good enough that way, then you won't have to go back and sand it. But if you want to, you can sand it before you start on it. I'm going to start off first with the cutting compound, the Tripoli compound. It's a brown cutting compound, and we're going to put it on a loose section buff. This drill is going to spin at about 2,000 RPMs, and it's just a common electric corded drill, not a cordless drill. The cordless drills don't spin fast enough, nor do they have enough power. And we'll run one buff at a time like that on an arbor, and then we'll finish up with two buffs, two Canton flannel buffs stacked together on that same arbor, on this same arbor like this, with the blue compound to finish it up. We'll spend roughly 90% of our time with the brown compound, cutting oxidation off, cutting the scratches out, that type of thing, before we move to the blue and actually kind of clear it up and give it a little bit of a shine. And one word on all these homebrew remedies, such as spraying not easy off oven cleaner, but bug spray off things like that on your headlights. Basically what they do, they have a chemical in them, it's DEET, and what it does is it melts the plastic, and it actually looks better for a while, and then after about 10 days or so it'll start to oxidize back, and after a couple of years or something like that, it really eats into the plastic, and you can see them concave in, the sun works on them, and really distorts them. The other drawback of using the DEET in off and any of the bug sprays is that it washes down on the bumpers. It can take the clear coat off of them and damage the paint also. So physically, we need to use a physical method of fixing these lenses versus a chemical way of fixing the lenses. And by the way, this is the way in which a lot of the salvage yards, like the LKQ salvage yards, reconditioned headlight lenses and things like that. It's the same compound and buffs. Well, not the same buffs exactly, but it's a buff like that. And I know that because we do sell that to them. So without any more ado, let's get after it. So I'm going to load the buff. I'm going to take it like this, spin it. You'll see a little bit of lint and such like that flying out of it in the very beginning. You'll see it turn brown. So see it's brown right there. And after it gets loaded like this, we'll reload it about every 30 seconds. And this buff will always stay brown, whereas the blue finishing compound, that buff will always stay blue also. Here's a used one. This buff really doesn't go away, it just lasts forever. So I didn't really pull out a new one to do this demo with here. So without going, so here we go. We'll just turn it on. Oh, and by the way, you also want to finish with the rotation or go in the direction in which the buff wants to spin. So it's spinning in this direction, so you'll start up here at this edge and go towards it this way. So here we go. Okay, so that's what we have so far, and it will be a little bit dull. You notice I wipe it off my hand, it gets a little bit clearer because the compound's coming off, but there is some compound on there, and it's a fat formulated product that actually holds the grit, and then the grit does the cutting. Okay, I don't know if you can see it in the camera or not, but I actually started at the top and went in this direction. So whenever you're going in this direction, whatever's behind it, it may leave some residue like this on there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but anyway, it'll come right off when I come across it this way. Okay. So there we go. It's a little bit of a rough surface. I don't believe we're going to be able to get all of it out by buffing it, so we'll have to sand it. So I think what we'll do is we'll do a second video in which we buff this side, and then we'll sand and then buff this side and show you the difference between the two of them. So without any further ado, we'll go after it with the finishing compound. All right, by the way, I didn't show anybody my stand. Basically, it's a step stool. I just went ahead and bungeed some compound on it this way. And when I apply the compound, I actually, instead of trying to run on the top of it, I run off the edge so that it pushes the force down like this. And then the compound will stay up there. But if you come up on top, it'll want to throw it out this way. So hit it on the end like that. And that's the cutting compound. There's the finishing compound. And I do have some sandpaper down here, which I didn't get into in this video or whatever. But I would start off with 180 grit to sand that, and then go to 400, and then the Tripoli, the cutting compound, and then the finishing blue compound to bring the shine out on it. But we'll do that in a second video. So I'm going to go to the blue compound and finishing compound right now. Oh, and one more thing, there is a little bit of a misconception about melting the headlight lenses when you're polishing them or whatever. If you have the right compound, the compound is made out of a lubricant, basically an animal fat or mineral spirit, not mineral spirits, but some of the compounds that provide some lubricant, and it'll be the lubricant or the it keeps the plastic from melting when the buff hits the part. So just to give you an idea, you can stay in one place if you want to without melting, and I'll just show you. So, did not melt it. I think that'll do it for right now. And thanks for watching this. This is Skip Banto with Tar Heel Parts. Give us a call at 1-800-322-1957 or check us out on Facebook or Instagram. Thank you very much.